What if I told you, yes, you, that you could make an extra $5,000 a month in the next 90 days? Not with luck, not with a degree, not with miracles, but with a system. And how do I know? I know because I was broke not that long ago, living in a tiny apartment on welfare, Section 8 housing, and I had to figure it out fast. No backup plan, no safety net. So today we'll dive into how to make an extra $5,000 a month part-time in the next 90 days. Let's dive into it. Hey, if you're new here, my name is Jamil Frazier. I'm a former welfare kid who built a 9-figure business, became a millionaire, and an accredited investor by age 38. And now I teach families and entrepreneurs how to build wealth, how to create income, invest with confidence, and shift their financial future. If that's something that you want, you are in the right place. So let's talk about how to make $5,000 in the next 90 days. And why are we doing this? The reason why we're really doing this isn't so that we can make the money. It's actually so that we can take this money and start investing it. Later on in this episode, I will link some show notes so that you can check out the video that I did previously about the top 3 ETFs to invest in. So here's what you need to know. Number one, you don't need a big business plan. You need one problem people will pay you to solve. I was always someone who just connected well with others. I was like this butterfly that just floated around from one group to the next. And I could always get a lot of people to show up in a room. I don't know why. That was just something I had. I never ever considered it a skill though. It was just something that was fun for me. I just knew that I was a great recruiter, and I've always have been. So when I started my side business to start making an extra $2,000 a month, that's all I wanted to do, and I got into direct sales, that skill was something that transferred over really well because I already have what we have, a micro skill. Here's what's interesting. According to Upwork, 60% of freelancers are hired for their micro skills. These are simple, everyday skills, things that you do really well that people are already stopping you for and saying, hey, can you help me in this area? So ask yourself, what are people already coming to you for? Like, what micro skill do you have? Is it helping people in general? Is it organizing someone's life? Maybe it's helping kids with homework. Maybe it's managing money. Maybe it's editing videos. Maybe you're great at meal prepping, coaching moms, business administration skills. Maybe you're great with home services. All of those things are skills that you can monetize. So step number one is figure out what your micro skill is. Let's talk about step number two. Step number two is learn how to turn that micro skill into a $250 all the way up to $1,000 offer. So here's what you need to know. You don't get paid for tasks, you get paid for outcomes. And people will always happily pay you $250, $500, $1,000, a lot more than that a month for outcomes that you can give them that will relieve their pain. So I'm the perfect example. Once again, when I started my entrepreneurship journey, the problem I solved was weight loss. I got into a weight loss business, and that business, believe it or not, ended up finding over 300,000 people that would pay us gladly every single month $400 or more so that they could make a transformation. So obviously now my mission is finance and investing and wealth building and reducing stress. But even when people hire us now, we clearly show them how we can ease their frustrations, and then they pay. Oftentimes, price is not even an issue. So Bankrate reports the average skilled side hustler earns $1,200 to $4,000 a month, and that's just average. When you structure your offer correctly, you're going to skip average. Package your help like this. I help this person get this result in this time frame, knowing that clear sales, confusion doesn't. Step number 3, make delivery simple. Your service should be easy to deliver. Your biggest mistake is creating complexity for the sake of creating complexity, or just taking too long to do things that actually don't take that long to do. Now, if you solve a person's problem with one call or one video or one page report, then do it if you can. They don't need a million things that complicate their transformation. So maybe it's like one weekly call, one weekly deliverable, one weekly check-in, and maybe that's all they need for the transformation, for you to ease their pains. So here's what you need to remember. Simple is always going to scale. Step 4, start posting content at least 3 times per week. Visibility, especially in today's age, creates opportunity. An amazing study came out, and what it showed us that Instagram and TikTok report people spend 2.5 hours a day consuming content. The problem is they're not consuming your content. So you don't need to go viral. You just need 10 people to see the right message, and you actually don't need 1 million views. You just need the right people viewing. All it takes is 3 posts a week. Teach something, share a story or maybe a testimonial, and give a call to action. More than anything, it's the consistency of you posting and now starting to get better with posting better content that's going to open up the doors. Step 5, this might be the most important, is DM at least 30 people a day. Now, Jamil, did you say 30 people a day? I did. I said 30 people a day. Now, this is the step that most people are going to avoid. And I know this because I spent a decade training, coaching, and mentoring thousands of independent coaches. Okay. This is the step, though, that is going to make you the most money. So I built a $40 million organization, and it all started from this simple formula of DMing and messaging 30 people a day. Why? Because the same reason that as we invest our money, it compounds for the long term, your action with messaging people and getting your product or service out there is also going to compound. So just think about it. If you message 30 people a day, then that is already 210 people a week, which means that's going to be 840 people a month that's going to get the opportunity to know more about you, more about your product, or more about your service. Even if you were god awful and you sucked and you didn't have any skills, just the fact that you're messaging that many people is going to give you something called the law of ratios. And even if it was 10% of those 800 plus people converted, my friend, that's over 84 people that you have the ability to serve every single month. And that's just coming from messaging 30 people. What if you up that number? What if you did 50 people a day or 100 people a day or 200 people a day? So you can start to see how that action is going to turn into clients or customers. So what do you actually message them? You could say something as simple as this. Hey, I'm building something that helps people with, insert what you help them with. If I sent you the breakdown, would you want to see it? And what's so great about that is there's no pressure. You're not chasing anyone. You're just serving. Step number 6, close at least 5 to 10 clients. So you only need 10 clients at $500 a month if you want to make an additional $5,000 a month, or you need 5 clients at $1,000 a month, or you need 1 client at $5,000 a month. All of those are going to add up to $5,000 a month. So what you need to know is 45% of Americans have a side hustle, but most make under $1,000 because they charge too little and have no system. The good thing about you, just like me, is you're going to be different. And that's why we call it Think Life is Different. Step number 7, systematize everything. So how you take something small and turn it into something really big is through leveraging systems. Systems are the difference between stress and scale. A lot of times you won't build systems until you're actually forced to do it. I've seen it a million times, which usually comes from being tired or fed up. You don't want to get to that place. Start building systems from the very beginning. You want to start building in automation, building payment links, set your calendars, onboarding services, having the right deliverables. This is how you're not only going to get to $5,000 a month, but this is how $5,000 a month turns into $20,000 a month or even more. Well, friends, there you have it. You just learned how to make an additional $5,000 in the next 90 days. Now that you've made the money, do not spend it, invest it. If you want to know how, check out the video that I have in show notes that I did on the top 3 ETFs that I invest in. In addition, for a limited time only, if you want help creating a simple income producing system like the one we just outlined, then go sign up for my 1 Day to Wealth free investing class. It's 100% free, and I'm going to show you how to start building wealth even if you're starting with a small amount. Now, the link is in the description. Make sure to save your seat. And if you've enjoyed this video, please take a quick second to press that like button and subscribe. Until the next time, say it with me, no lazy money.